Welcome back. I'm Emily at Emily's podcast, Tribute to All Little Angels, Part 3, Episode 5 of Refresh Our Memory. To continue on to November 17th, 2021 at 12:30 p.m., I mentioned I received my first response from the news reporter last week. He wrote, "Dear Emily, I am uncertain what you are asking. 12:37 p.m. I sent Jen a message. I wrote I received a response. 1:01 p.m. I sent Madison a message. I wrote I heard from the reporter. I'm so thankful. I don't know if he will help yet, but pray he will." Madison wrote, "I'm so glad." I wrote, "I'm talking back and forth with him." Madison wrote, "That is good." 1:03 p.m. I sent Patty a message. I wrote, "Crap." I sent a message to him twice because I didn't know if the first one went through. So I sent it again. That will be all right, right? And for now, I will share my responses with you. My response. I wrote, "I saw a story you covered, and I'm reaching out to you in hopes that you will listen to my story to help me get the story told. There are babies without their headstones, and I have plenty of proof in pictures and an overlay picture." 2:06 p.m. I sent Jen a message. I wrote, "Headstones. I need the names on the headstones. Do you still have them?" Jen wrote, "I have all the pictures you sent me." I wrote, "Of the names, I need them. The reporter is asking for them." Jen wrote, "Yes, the name on the headstones. Do you want me to send them to you?" I wrote, "Yes, or just the names." Jen wrote, "I don't have the list of names where I can get to them at the moment, but I can send the pictures." I wrote, "Yes, send them, and thank you." Jen wrote, "Let me know if you're getting the pictures." At 3:11 p.m., Patty responded. She wrote, "That doesn't matter, Em. I bet Minnie send emails more than once. Oh, and I've been praying. It is good that he got back with you. It is not his sole decision to make to put you on. He must present it to a board, so to speak. Try to relax. It is good that he even responded. I doubt that you will hear back so quickly, but I could be wrong. I hope he lets you know either way. He is really not over friendly. Very get to the point business attitude type. I'm trying to send you positive energy your way. I'm proud of you, Em, that you even got through to him. Good job. Talk to you soon." And being this late, I'm pretty sure no word would come through. So have a good evening. Give the body a break. I wrote, I just had to send him answers to some questions and send the names on the headstones. I just now sent him that information. My gosh, pray he takes it. Patty wrote, "He's going to take it. And oh, wow, you make sure someone videos you for me, for us." I wrote, "I did screenshot all messages. And thank you. I will." 3:22 p.m. I sent Jen a message. I wrote, "Thank you." I just sent it to him. 3:47 p.m. I receive another response from the reporter. He wrote, "Emily, I'm certainly sympathetic to your concerns. I am still unclear on the particulars of the story. Please tell me where this graveyard is, what what cemetery are you talking about? How many gravestones are affected? Who is responsible for the graveyard maintenance? who owns the cemetery, and the names of the families impacted. We need to have something solid to work with to be certain we have a story before we decide to do it. And thank you very much. 4:20 p.m. I messaged the reporter back. I wrote, to your first question, I answer, cemetery is located in Moore, Oklahoma on 4th Street. To the second question of how many is affected, my guess would be 50 or more. To the third question, who is responsible for the cemetery, my answer, the city of Moore is responsible for the graveyard maintenance. And the fourth answer of who owns the cemetery, the city of Moore owns the cemetery. And I sent him 50 names on the headstones. 4:49 p.m. I receive another response. He wrote, Dear Emily, thank you so much for reaching out. Your confidence in our ability to do something about your problem is inspiring, and you are certainly well armed with the facts. Unfortunately, there is nothing I can do for you personally. Moore, Oklahoma is more than 1,000 miles away from Detroit. Our moniker is Local 4, meaning we cover local news, Metro Detroit stories. We do not travel that kind of distance unless there is an outstanding reason to do so. This story would not rise to the level of that kind of travel. The best I can do, and I will be happy to help you with, is contact the nearest NBC affiliate in Oklahoma and let them know about your problem. And of course, at this time, my heart dropped. When I was done reading, and all I could think to respond is, please do. I have reached out to the local news stations in Oklahoma with no avail. If you will reach out to them, I would greatly appreciate it. Thank you for your time. My heart was broke. I couldn't get help locally, so that's why I traveled north to think maybe I could get some help from a story I heard on the news. Just another brick wall, a mileage distance. At 4:50 p.m., I sent Patty a message. I wrote, he can't help. He said it's over 1,000 miles to do anything. They are local news, but he will help by sending it to the News 4 in Oklahoma. Patty wrote, that is awesome then. It's called his sister station. So he is helping. He's forwarding it all to the sister station. I wrote, I did tell him I have contacted the news stations locally with no avail. 7:36 p.m. I sent my sister Susie a message. I wrote, kind of great news today. The reporter is going to help and even complimented me on the facts I had, and I will be home on Sunday. Susie wrote, awesome, sis. I'm so happy for you. November 18th, 2021, 4:44 a.m. Patty messaged. She is an early riser, but she wrote, stay on top of him. You got him. He said he would, and I would email him. All he can do is help or decide to ignore it. When I woke up this morning, I saw the message. I wrote, I haven't heard from him yet. Should I message and ask? Do I stay in Michigan or do I go home and wait for the sister station to contact me? What do you think? 11:01 a.m. I haven't heard back from Patty yet, so I messaged Jen. I wrote, I haven't heard any more from the reporter. Should I message him and ask, do I stay in Michigan or do I go back to Oklahoma and wait for the sister station to contact me? Jen wrote, you can message him and ask him if he is going to help you contact the other station near you. Because, like his other message said, he's not going to be able to do much because of a 1,000-mile thing. So it would probably be best to contact the stations around you that are within 1,000 miles from more. I wrote yes. He said he would contact the sister stations. I just need to know if I need to stay or go home. Jen wrote, I would contact him and ask him. I wrote, I will. I just needed the advice. Thank you. Jen wrote, and you are welcome. 11:06 a.m. Patty wrote, yes, this is great. Since you really don't want to take up more of his time, I wrote, all right, I will. Thank you. I sent the reporter a message of what I should do next. I wrote, just wondering. Good afternoon. I'm in Michigan and I'm needing to know if I need to go home to Oklahoma for the news affiliate to contact me. And a few minutes later, I receive a response. He wrote, Dear Emily, if you want the story done there, that's the answer. We cannot do it from here. Please let me know. I responded shortly after, going home. I'm leaving Saturday morning. Yes, I will let you know. And thank you so much and have a good evening. After everything settled down this evening, we did meet up with my friend and it was nice to visit. November 19th, 2021. It's checkout day. 7:50 a.m. Lisa messaged. She wrote, Are you up? I wrote, I think so. I'm awake, but still laying here. Lisa wrote, Here in a little bit, I will be heading your way. I'll text you when I'm on the way. I wrote, all right, be safe. 9:30 a.m., Lisa's on her way. Carla has made breakfast for us, and it's really nice of her. When we were done eating, we all pitched in to clean, and after we were done, we were on our way. I messaged my sister Susie. I wrote, we are checking out, going home. Susie wrote, what's going to happen now after you get back home? Is he contacting somebody there to help you with this or what? I wrote, he's contacting a sister station, not necessarily in Oklahoma, but within the miles guideline. Yes, he's helping me, but from here, and paid me 2 compliments on my facts and that he was inspired by how I came to him for help. I never wanted to get home so fast. Susie wrote, be careful. I wrote, we will be. Excited. Susie wrote, awesome. 1:12 p.m. I sent Jen a message. I wrote, we are leaving. Thank you for everything. Jen wrote, be careful. Carla and I then traveled down the road to Fremont, Indiana, to visit with my brother and some more family members, and we enjoyed ourselves. When we departed, Carla and I headed to our room for the night, and I thank God for this day. November 20th, 2021, 8:52 a.m. Jen, my niece, called. We talked a while, and I had to let her go to check out of the hotel. When we hung up, John, my brother, called, and I told him, I will see you in a little bit. John asked, what time do you have to be at Jeannie's? Jeannie is my oldest sister. I said, I'm meeting Natasha at Jeannie's at 12:30 p.m. Are you and Gail coming over there? Natasha is my great niece, my niece's daughter. John said, yes, we will be there. I said, all right, see you in a little bit then. We hung up. Carla and I went to find breakfast. We arrived at my sister Jeannie's house to meet with Natasha at 12:25 p.m. No one is home. We sat on the bench on her front porch, and my sister walked across the driveway from her work next door. We were so happy to see each other. We went inside her house and waited on Natasha to get there. She came in a few minutes later, and the whole afternoon was awesome. 2:42 p.m. Patty sent a message. She wrote, "Be careful, Em, and I'm proud of you in many ways." And this message made me feel good. I wrote back, "Thank you. I'm getting on the road soon. Gotta get home." After the family was all together and we departed, Carla and I drove home. We did stop to get a few hours of sleep about 4 in the morning. We slept until about 8 on Sunday, November 21st, 2021. 8:03 a.m. Good morning. I thank God we are all right. We got breakfast and got back on the road. Carla drove all the way into Oklahoma, and I drove the last 2 hours. We arrived home safely, and after I unpacked, I messaged Patty, Susie, and Jen to say, "I'm home." Jen wrote, "I hope you at least enjoyed your trip." I wrote, "I did. Now I have work to do." And man, in my mind, I'm thinking, I need sleep. I took a shower and went to bed. But before I fell asleep, I messaged. Yes, I took a chance and messaged the reporter on a Sunday afternoon. I wrote, "I'm back in Oklahoma. Hello. I'm messaging you to let you know I'm home. Thank you for your time and have a good afternoon." And in a quick minute, I'm so grateful that the reporter messaged me right back. He wrote, "Okay, 8 a.m. off on Monday. We'll make a call for you on Tuesday. May I give them your phone number?" I answered, "Yes, please do." And I fell asleep. November 22nd, 2021. When I woke up this morning, I'm thankful that I'm home. The nice part about it is everyone is letting me rest. I knew I wouldn't hear from the reporter today, so I cleaned and got the case file out and laid them on the pool table. I hope I hear something tomorrow or Wednesday. But I did think, if I don't, Thanksgiving is Thursday, so I will wait until Monday. I got done cleaning. Madison came in from work and we talked about the trip. She laughed at some of my stories and is hopeful too the reporter will contact us. And thank you, baby, for taking care of everything while I was gone. November 23rd, 2021. Thank you. My anxiety and stress level is high this morning. I can feel it. I need some relief. I need someone to care, to listen to the story, the whole story. I wait. I wait today for what? I'm not sure. I know it couldn't be that fast. I know it takes time. I just wish the time would come. November 24th, 2021. Waking up this morning, I'm talking to my angels. I'm crying. I cry all the time, it seems, even when there's no tears running down my face. Believe me, I'm crying. Finally, the tears quit. At 11:48 a.m., Patty called. We only talked for about 20 minutes, but she asked, "Have you heard anything?" I said, "No, not yet." Patty said, "It will have to go through a channel of people and get approvals from the board." I said, "I kind of knew that already." She said, "Are you doing all right?" I said, "I have to be. I need this man to care enough for me to tell him this story, Megan's story, for her and the rest of them." Patty wrote, Patty wrote, you already have him. He will help you, Em. He just has to do it from there. I said, oh, I know. After Patty and I hung up, it was like an urgency that I go lay down to cry. I keep telling myself I have to keep going. And I think, why doesn't anyone care? It's so heartbreaking. I'm doing my best to prepare for Thanksgiving dinner tomorrow. I'm hoping everyone has a happy Thanksgiving, happy and safe. November 25th, 2021. Happy Thanksgiving. I've got so much to be thankful for the most all. I keep moving. I'm not giving up. 7:46 a.m. I messaged Patty. I wrote, Happy Thanksgiving, you two. Have a good day. Be thankful for all. This reporter is a true blessing. He really is. 12:36 p.m. Madison and I left to go to the cemetery. We needed to get it done before dinner and before people arrived and before dark. We visited with Wyatt and Megan. As I'm done talking with Megan and looking at her area, crying, I turned on my phone and I have a message from Patty. She wrote, He is the one. Remember, he must get the review board on board. When you want me involved, you say. I was thinking if we do not get much further by the time I go up to Michigan, I will find a reason to meet with him, Em. You piqued his interest, and he said so. Every journalist waits for that big story to hit. When I read the first part of the paragraph of this message, I thought, wow. After I got home, still upset, I messaged Patty. 1:35 p.m. I wrote, I was at the cemetery when you messaged. As I was pulling away from Megan's area, I read the first part of the message and I thought, wow, thank you for that. Prayers all around. I'm so grateful. 2:27 p.m. Patty wrote, He is the one. How do we know he is not researching all the names you gave him? How many did you give him? A lot, right? I just remember saying to myself when you told me, wow, that's a lot, Em. And if he cannot get his own WDIV on board, then what's that say? Well, we ain't hushing. He could be ordered to not cover it. But we gotta try to figure this out. And I swear, he is the one. We will get it out there. A little later, my children and grandchildren were here to visit and to have dinner. It's a good day and we enjoyed it. And we are all so thankful. November 26, 2021. Okay, I'm trying to stay positive and think good thoughts. And at times, yes, it's tough. I'm keeping my mind busy today. I'm typing and filling in the timeline of the past week to 10 days of being in Michigan. I'd gotten it all done but this week's, Monday through Saturday. Took me all day, but I had to stay busy so I didn't lay around crying and stressing. Yeah, that's how my days are filled nowadays. November 27th, 2021. After Madison left to go to work by 11 a.m., I planned to type and then go wash the car and go visit Megan and Wyatt. Well, wrong order. I took a ride to listen to music to help clear my mind. I went to the cemetery with my brother John on the phone with me. Then I went to wash the car. After I got home, I did fill in the week's entry in the timeline. A little bit later, I finished. Thank you for listening. Stay kind with your words.